One of the great distinctions between Americanism, I don't call it nationalism or populism or all these other, Americanism and Marxism and Islamism, is in the Declaration of Independence, the recognition that God is the sovereign. And the reason why the people are sovereign in any country or government is because they're God's children. The ruling class isn't sovereign. Some Marxist party's not sovereign. Some fascist dictator's not sovereign. The people are sovereign. Hence, the consent of the people, representative government, divided power to protect the rights of the individual. Our Bill of Rights, specifically to protect your rights. That's why we have it all, because of the basis of our founding. And the Islamists don't have it. The Marxists don't have it. They don't believe in it, and they want to destroy us. You see, this isn't just about the Jews. It isn't even just about the Christians. It's about the West. And when they're done with the West, it'll be about Muslims who don't agree with them, who they're slaughtering as I speak. It'll always be something or someone. And they have this in common with Marxism. Now, Marxism is anti-religion, obviously. Marxism believes man effectively as God. We determine our future and so forth. And I wrote extensively about this in American Marxism, and I touch on it in my new book on power. So how is it that the Islamists and the Marxists are joined at the hip right now? You will find that since I wrote my American Marxism book, and it came out, I think it was 2021, folks in our movement, the conservative movement, so-called scholars are now talking about, oh my goodness, this mix between the left and the right. It's not a mix between the left and the right, as I discussed earlier. It's a mix between Marxism and Islamism. It's a fusion, because both require the destruction of the West. The destruction of the West, as I explain in here in part, requires the destruction of faith. Your declaration, when it talks about eternal truths and universal truths and natural rights and natural law, the creator's mentioned 7 times, is based on the Judeo-Christian value system as well as the Enlightenment. Marxism rejects the Judeo-Christian value system and the Enlightenment. The Islamists reject the Judeo-Christian value system and the Enlightenment, which they've never actually experienced. We know this is what the founding is based on because the founders told us, as you'll see in the book. This book's not a religious book. Far be it from me to write a book on religion. But it is a book that recognizes how we came to be. And this is why it's so crucial right now, to counter this. And it's not just him, it's all over the place. One of the great distinctions between Americanism, I don't call it nationalism or populism or all these other silly types, Americanism and Marxism and Islamism is in the Declaration of Independence, the recognition that God is the sovereign. And the reason why the people are sovereign in any country or government is because they're God's children. The ruling class isn't sovereign. Some Marxist party's not sovereign. Some fascist dictator's not sovereign. The people are sovereign. Hence, the consent of the people, representative government, divided power to protect the rights of the individual. Our Bill of Rights, specifically to protect your rights. That's why we have it all, because of the basis of our founding. And the Islamists don't have it. The Marxists don't have it. They don't believe in it, and they want to destroy us. And Israel first, because they happen to be right there in the Holy Land. Their numbers are small. Take out Israel, then you go to the next, and the next, and the next. That's what's going on. And by the way, in the meantime, we'll knock down the towers in Manhattan. We'll try and blow up the Pentagon. We'll try and assassinate their president. We'll do a whole bunch of stuff. But we must wipe out the Jews. We must destroy the Holy Land. We must destroy the Holy Land for the Christians. We must destroy the Christians. We must destroy the misbelievers among our ranks. of Muslims? It's all in writing. We must use immigration to destroy Europe. We must use immigration to destroy the United States. We must build our own enclaves like they're trying to do in Texas and Florida and some of these other places. Sharia-compliant communities, so there's no assimilation into the American culture, Americanism. You'll learn it all and much more right here. It's crucial to understand this. So when you hear somebody like this, you understand that he's a moron. He is a true believer who's been indoctrinated. And things come out of his mouth that not only don't make any sense, but they just come out of his mouth as if he's regurgitating what he's been told. It's important that you understand your history, why this is the greatest country on the face of the earth. Despite what the extremists on the right and the Marxists on the left have to say, we are constitutional conservatives for a reason. For a reason. And we have to stand up to this. It's not Israel dragging us into a war. They're dragging us into their hell. That is, the Islamists and the Marxists are dragging us into their hell. Israel's trying to defend itself. We, right now, in our own country, the enemy within, we're trying to defend ourselves. Europe has fallen. London's fallen. Paris has fallen. Antwerp's fallen. I mean, other parts of Europe, as a result of open borders, the West is weak. The West is weak. The ruling classes are weak. And when you have a free country, as a matter of fact, you create an opportunity for this kind of evil to seep in, which is why you need a strong representative government to fight it.
For all this and much more, sign up for Levin TV.